Okay girls, today we're going to carry on with slope. So we talked about negative and positive slopes yesterday, we talked about parallel slopes, but we didn't really focus on perpendicular slopes. So if two lines are perpendicular, so which that means is they meet at right angles. Alright. The slope of one multiplied by the slope of the other will give you -1. Now you could see a pattern in the slopes. If this is the slope of one line, then the perpendicular slope will be turned upside down and the opposite sign. It's called the reciprocal when you turn it upside down. So -3/2. This would be -4/5. If your original was a minus, for example, a -3. So -3 is 3/1. So then to turn it upside down, it should be 1/3 and it should be a plus. So opposite sign, flip it, is how you get a perpendicular slope if you need to. And you'll see if you multiply that by that, you get -1. If you multiply that by that, you get -1. If you multiply that by that, you get -1. Okay, so if they just ask you to write down the perpendicular slope, you can just flip it and change the sign. If they want you to show that two lines are perpendicular, you have to multiply the two slopes together and show that it gives -1. So here's an example. A is -1, 0, B is 3, 2, C is -1, 4, and D is 2, -2. Our 4 points in the plane show that AB is perpendicular to CD. So we need to get the slope of AB. So we set them up as x1, y1, x2, y2. Your slope formula is y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So we'll call this M1 and we'll call this one M2. y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Fill it in. So M1. So y2 is 2. y1 is 0. x2 is 3. x1 is -1. Then once you've it filled in, stick it into your calculator and it'll do the hard work for you. So we get a half. Over for M2, y2 is -2, y1 is 4, x2 is 2, minus x1 is 1. So be careful, the formula has a minus, and then if there's another minus with this, just stick it into a bracket and put it exactly like that into your calculator. Okay, so if we look at them, we've got a half and -2. So if we had flipped this and changed the sign, we would get -2. So we will expect it to be perpendicular when we multiply them. So M1 multiplied by M2. So a half multiplied by -2 is -1. So therefore AB is perpendicular to CD. Okay. So then the other thing I just wanted to look at was getting the slope from a picture. Or using our rise and our run. So for example, in this question here, if we want the three lines A, B and C are drawn on the grid, so just the red bits, which line has a slope of 3/2? So if we do rise over run for each of them, so if we drop this down, my rise is 2 and my run is 3, and slope is equal to rise over run. So this one is 2/3. Okay, here 1, 2, 3 and 2. So this one is 3/2, and here 1, 2, 3, 4. If you drop the line down here, and across is 2. So you're kind of drawing a triangle and counting the rise and counting the run and just putting the rise over the run. So you can just answer this question. I won't do it for you. And then similarly 8 and 16 are similar. Okay, so homework is exercise 3.4, or if you're in the new edition of the book, it's 9.4. Questions 9, 10, 11, 12, 8, 16 and 2. These are the ones that are to do with the graphs and finding the rise over run. Okay, give them a go. Any problems, let me know. We won't have any more classes till next week. Okay, thanks.